Oh, hey there. I wonder what product we're testing today, huh? Oh, there it is right here. Today's all about Metalcrylics. This is Jake with the Roof Tube. Today we're talking about Metalcrylics and their mastic grade, which is called their white gel. So this is Metalcrylics white gel, and this is their mastic. And we're going to talk about how the roof tube can save you profit by increasing speed, application, and maybe even helping save some material. So if you're new to roof tube, one roof tube works with we have 6 different tip sizes. And if you're dealing with fasteners, you're going to want one of these 3 long, skinny tips. This is this 0.625, the 0.47, and the 0.25, and those represent the distance in between that main chamber. So the rule of thumb is if the application feels messy, go down to a smaller tip size. That's right here on this label here. If it feels messy, go to a smaller tip size. If it feels slow, go to a bigger tip size. So that's for fasteners. And then I'm going to show you some techniques with our largemouth seam sealer tip to stripe verticals, horizontals, and to stripe flat like TPO, EPDM, mod bit seams where we're going to put the tip right against the roof and glide right along there. So, okay. All right, so white gel by Metalcrylics. This is a fairly viscous product. Again, as the name implies, this is an acrylic based. What you're going to do is stick the tube right in there and draw it up. And the tube has a tension nut right here that sometimes on the first draw I like to really tighten that up. And then we're just going to put that right in there. This draws up very easily, which most acrylics in the roof tube are going to do that. I always like to do this to show everybody. It's a pretty good way of kind of mixing up here. Material. Okay, and then you have like a little string or something like that. You can kind of wrap it around, sort of twist it up. You can also use the little plastic ring that the bucket comes in. So this product, let's start. I think I'm going to like my 0.47 tip, which is the product, or this tip is what I recommend for fasteners, sealing screw heads in most situations. And again, this is just going to kind of screw in there. Don't over screw this. This isn't like a paint pump situation where you have to have this thing. I generally go, till it's kind of snug. All right, that's our 0.47. And let's see how we do on some fasteners. Let's go ahead and get it. And I'm gonna put it down, put a little bit of pressure, and then pull it straight up. A little bit of pressure. Tell you what, I like this 0.47 tip. Okay. One thing to watch out for, see if I can do it, okay? One thing to watch out for is you want to make sure that, go ahead and zoom in a little bit, you want to make sure that you have total complete coverage around here. See how the top of that is still a little bit exposed? If that happens, no big deal. Sometimes all you have to do is just reset the tip over top of it and seal that off, okay? So I recommend that 0.47 tip. If that feels a little slow, you probably could have a lot of success with the 625 tip too. I think this is going to be a little cleaner and it's going to give you the right amount of material. So that's my recommendation on fasteners, Metalcrylics 0.47 tip. let's go ahead and do some seams now. Okay, this is our largemouth seam sealer tip. And I'm just gonna put this on. Now, you ought to be able to draw the material straight through this. I still have just about a full tube, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna talk about the way in which I seal. We'll do some flat seams first. Basically, what you're gonna do is get this flat to the roof. You're gonna press this down. You're gonna put a little bit of pressure on that, and then this will start to float, and you'll feel it. And press down, and then I start to float. And if you need more material, you just press a little harder, or you go a little slower, until you get that exact right coverage that you want. Okay? This works great on mod bit seams. All right? Now say you needed like a 6-inch wide spec. I'll go ahead and do kind of a serpentine pattern like that. And then I'll get a 6-inch masonry brush and push it that way, okay? Let's talk vertical seams on a metal panel. So you've got an R panel. Here's how you're gonna do that. I call this my rollerball method. And what you're gonna do, come over here to this guy, this rib here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lay this down in front of you and push it, and you're gonna put a ball of material right here, and then as you push it, this is gonna act like a curved trowel, and it's gonna push that material into place. And then I get a chip brush on the end of the staff handle, and then I have a guy following right behind me, and it's very fast. I can often do 60 feet in about 60 seconds. So here's what that looks like. Smooth that out. Now it's such a small area, like we have here in my shop, it's obviously a little thick there, but the way that you'll go thinner is actually just go faster. Very easy application, rollerball method, really fast. May take your guys a seam or two to really get the millage down, get your wet mill gauge out. But they'll catch on to it really pretty quickly there. So horizontal seams, very similar to what you're going to do with the TPO seams. You're just going to lay that flat, kind of push it in there, and then you'll back brush everything up into it. It's also a very easy application. So that's pretty much it. That's how to use the roof tube with Metalcrylics to go really fast. Often I'll have 4 or 5 guys with a roof tube doing fasteners. And I have testimonies of guys saying that you know, a crew of 6, 7 guys did like 900 square of screw sealing with roof tubes and tips, and so it's very fast.